Once upon a time, there was a poor widow and her only son, Jack. They lived in a small cottage, and their only source of income was a cow that gave milk. But one day, the cow stopped giving milk, and they had no money left. Jack's mother said, "We must sell the cow. Jack, take her to the market and get the best price you can." So Jack walked toward the village, leading the cow. On the way, he met a strange old man who smiled and said, "Where are you going with that cow, young man?" "To sell her," Jack replied. The old man opened his hand and showed Jack 5 shiny beans. "These are magic beans. If you trade me your cow, you'll see something amazing by morning." Jack was curious. Without thinking much, he traded the cow for the beans and ran home excitedly. But his mother was not pleased. "Magic beans, you silly boy," she cried. She threw the beans out the window and sent Jack to bed without supper. That night, something incredible happened. The beans grew into a giant beanstalk, reaching high into the sky and disappearing into the clouds. The next morning, Jack stood beneath the beanstalk and whispered, "I wonder what's at the top." So he began to climb. Higher and higher he went, above the clouds, until he reached a land in the sky. In the distance, Jack saw a huge castle. Hungry and curious, he walked toward it and knocked on the massive door. A kind-looking giant woman opened it. "Please, I'm hungry," said Jack. "Do you have something to eat?" She let him in and gave him bread and milk, but warned him, "My husband is a giant. If he finds you, he'll eat you." Just then, the ground began to shake. Thud, ... thud. The giant walked in, sniffed the air, and roared, "I smelled the blood of an Englishman." "It's just the stew," said his wife quickly. The giant sat down, ate a huge meal, and pulled out a pouch of gold coins. After counting them, he dozed off in his chair. Quietly, Jack tiptoed forward, grabbed a handful of gold, and ran. Down the beanstalk he climbed, all the way home. Jack and his mother were amazed. They used the gold to buy food and fix their home. But Jack couldn't stop thinking about the castle in the clouds. A few days later, he climbed the beanstalk again. This time, the giant's wife was hesitant, but let him in. Again, Jack ate quickly and hid when the giant returned. The giant ate and then brought out a magic hen. "Lay," he commanded, and the hen laid a golden egg. As soon as the giant fell asleep, Jack grabbed the hen and escaped. Back home, the hen continued to lay golden eggs. Jack and his mother became quite comfortable. But Jack wanted to go once more. On his third trip, the giant's wife refused to let him in, so Jack snuck inside. He hid in a pot and waited. The giant returned and roared his usual rhyme. After eating, he brought out a magic harp that played music by itself. Its melody was so beautiful, it put the giant to sleep. Jack reached out to take the harp, but the harp cried, "Master, help, I'm being stolen." The giant woke with a roar and chased Jack. Jack ran out of the castle and down the beanstalk as fast as he could. The harp clutched in his arms. He shouted to his mother, "Mother, bring the axe." Jack grabbed the axe and chopped the beanstalk. Chop, chop. The giant was almost at the bottom, but with one final swing, the beanstalk fell, and the giant disappeared into the earth, never to be seen again. From that day on, Jack and his mother lived in peace. With the harp's music and the hen's golden eggs, they had everything they needed. Jack had learned that bravery was important, but so was wisdom, and knowing when to stop chasing more. The end. Moral of the story: curiosity and courage can lead to great rewards, but don't forget to use your head and listen to your heart.